So every single week I'm giving away a limited edition print in a competition to win. To a lucky winner. Yay. Then I send them in the brown packaging. Paint on the brown paper packaging. So each week I'm going to try to build up like inspirational art, how to do art videos. Yeah. Okay, so it's not terrifically precious. So these are the sort of tools that I use when I create abstract paintings. Beautiful aquarelle oil pastel. What we'll start with is your three basic colours are yellow, red and blue. Okay, so these are accents of the primary colours. This blue actually has a little bit of yellow in it. That's why it's that colour, because that's primary blue there. Yeah. When you're starting an abstract painting is to liberate yourself and be free. You don't want to be beholden or burdened by, you know, oh no, that line doesn't go there, that doesn't go there. What this whole thing is all about is enjoying yourself and creativity. So we go. One thing I like to do, this is a very excellent first step in all art, is to work out what are your favourite colours? What will two paints do if you mix them together? So I've just used a dirty brush. What will happen if I mix this pure, bright, vibrant yellow with this blue? Well, it turns into one of my favourite colours, a beautiful, beautiful green. And you go up the other end of the spectrum over here, it's sort of that lime green. But what happens when you whack a little bit of red into it? This is where you start getting your elements of green that are in the trees outside. It becomes more of a growth green. Not sure if it's really showing up on this, but you've got this beautiful olivey sort of texture accent to it up here. So you go. What you're learning by doing this, by just whacking colours down in different proportions, you're finding out what happens when you mix colours and how much of each colour creates the colour that you're looking for. So I've started with straight out of the tub, I've got my pink, I've got my vibrant, sort of almost like a phthalo-y, aqua-y blue. Let's mix them together, and then you see what happens when you put those together. I shouldn't have done that with a dirty brush. But what's happening is you're creating this really nice purple colour. Red and blue make purple, but they don't just make purple. They make all sorts of, every single red is a different sort of red. Every single blue is a different sort of blue. You get it out there on a great big canvas, and you're able to see which sort of purple you're going to get when you mix those colours together. People put their paints on a palette first, right? And then they put that colour into their painting. I tend to use another canvas as my palette. You get your colours, you go, oh, this is what I'm looking for here, and then you put that into your painting. Put that aside, it becomes the bottom layer of your next abstract painting. So what you've got here is your basic bottom layer. All of the layers in an abstract painting don't matter. They're irrelevant. You're just playing. You're following your joy. You find which colours you really like. You paint over it the next day. Just get your paints and see what happens. For this is intuitive abstract painting. So your intuitive means you're basically just following your joy. You just like finding areas that you really like and you're expanding on them. What happens if I mix this pure yellow with this, these are global things, you can get them quite cheaply at art shops, with this vibrant purple. You know, it's supposed to make a grey, but what it does is make a beautiful brown. This is like the browns of trees, so, you know, that like an umber. It's very, very nice. I do like it. You've got to have just a touch of yellow in it though. These are my favourite colours. Now I've done an entire exhibition. If you know my work, last year I did an entire exhibition of over 50 paintings, basically with these four colours. You know, why it's fantastic, because this brings you to a whole different level of, then it really shows up what colour it truly is. And you know what? It just doesn't matter, because tomorrow I'll paint over it, or when it dries, I'll paint over it. Okay, for the sake of this, what I'm going to do is show you these are an acrylic ink. They have much more pigment in them than paints. Paints tend to have pigment and then a lot of medium with it. Whoa! Wow! Intuitive painting and layering, what you try and do is, so it really doesn't matter what you did yesterday. Try and give it a bit of life. What I'm trying to do is create darks and lights. So you've got activity and action. Look nice. There's a bit of light, and look at that. I'm showing you how simple it is to do anything on your page. So what I've done is I've just put a bit of white paint there. We've got our dark underground. This is a plastic fork, and then you just put some simple shapes in. Whoa. Let's go with a great big leaf shape, because I love leaf shapes. Wow. So this package will be sent through the mail to the winner of the competition. So if you want to win this incredibly outrageously wrapped package and get it sent to you, go to my Facebook page